So we just finished our trip in Munich and now we're heading towards Salzburg by bus. And we've never been to Salzburg before, so this is our first time, well, as well as Munich. Yeah, our list is not that much, but also not that little, since it's a small city and most of the places to see are pretty much located in the same neighborhood anyway. Yeah, so just keep watching so you know where we went to. So after arriving in Salzburg, we directly went to the main train station to look for our train to go to the hotel. Apparently, though it's a small city on the map, because they magnify the small city, it looks a bit big. But really on Google Maps, from the main train station to Cuhls, which is the station that we had to get off, it was only like 5 minutes by the city train. But we also figured out that Google Maps isn't really working properly in Salzburg. It shows directions and everything, but because it doesn't have the record of pretty much all the trains, it doesn't have record of most of the bus lines, most of the tram lines, things like that. So it always tries to give us to different trains and everything that would get us even longer way. So we had to use the old-fashioned style, like by looking at the map and then looking on the screen at the station which train is really the right train to take, and so on and so forth. So that was just our hustle, but otherwise it was only a 5 minutes trip from the train station to our station where we would have to get off and would have to walk for another 8 minutes to our hotel. Here's the train, here's the city train, and it's really not a really popular, it's not crowded place, to be honest. It's okay for city this size. And what I really like about the train station is it's actually really organized and clean. So it's not one of those main train stations where you would find a lot of graffitis, rubbish and things like that. So that's nice. So here we're just sitting in the train and roughly know the location, where to get out and how to get from there to the hotel. It was pretty much a straight way, so once you get out of the main train station, well, the station, you just walk down the road here and just checking the booking, so you know, just to keep on the right track. That's it. Five more minutes to our hotel. It's actually like what, 15 degrees Celsius now, and I'm wearing shorts and short sleeve shirts. Everyone else is wearing thick jackets.
I still feel cold.
Feels like small town Japan. Small street, small houses near it, and mountains. It says hotel down there. I hope it's our hotel. Okay. That is our hotel, according to the name. Quickly check in, have a bit of waffles, then rest. Yeah, our hotel. And there's a Japanese flag. There is a Japanese flag. Hello. Guten. Yeah, it's really warm in the room despite the cold air. No flies, out in the countryside, surrounded by mountains. But oh well. Pick your bed. So in the next morning, turned out to have like really heavy rain, so we decided to just go out a little bit and buy something at the grocery store for breakfast, and then we came back to the hotel to pretty much have our breakfast, and then wait until the rain slowed down a little, and then just pretty much go out and explore the city of Salzburg. It should not be such a hard task since it's only like 5 minutes by the city train there. So our plan is just not much. It's pretty much to look around Salzburg, like the garden, this royal garden, and yeah, just pretty much explore the city. Though the train takes only 5 minutes, but if you miss one, you would have to wait for like at least another 20 minutes to half an hour, more or less. So it's gonna be a long wait, and we were discussing like whether we should actually walk there or wait for the train, but we ended up waiting for the train, so yeah. And I don't think that every train goes to the main train station, so we had to wait for a certain number of the city train to come. Otherwise, the actual train station is lacking a lot of seats for people to wait, that's all. For such a long waiting time, they at least should invest in putting some seats. But yeah, here we are, 5 minutes train trip to the city center, so to say. I'm actually pretty impressed by how clean the city is. It's not the cleanest city in the world, but it's still pretty organized and clean, and it's actually really quiet. I'm not saying that it's a small city. It certainly is a small city, but like it's also not too big that it would be super busy. But yeah, and here we are at the garden, directly facing the castle at the very back. So many tourists. It's not like I'm not a tourist or anything.
You are welcome.
I know, right? Now it's time to go out. Well, back in the old garden, and then find the exit. Turn to the left. Watch your step. Actually,
This is beautiful.
yeah, this is beautiful. Let me just grab a few pictures. So just as always, all the pictures that I've taken from the places I visited will be shown in the very end of the video, and of course there are places that I did not film but took pictures of, so that will also be at the very end of the video. It's just simply because it was heavily raining and I was traveling with a friend. I did not always want to, after taking pictures, and always have to take videos. So for those places that I did not film, there will actually be pictures of it by the end of the video. For now, we just found a Chinese buffet restaurant and we just took a rest. And we'll continue to go pretty much explore the shopping streets and then make our way to see the view, like more places of Salzburg. Our goal is not to obviously visit every single places that's on the most visited places on the list on the internet, but only like picking out places where we wanted to go to. So we had the garden, and now we're just in the residence area, and obviously there's the town hall. We also passed by the Mozart's house. So we passed quite a few places, but we're just not going to places like the museum or things like that. And here's the castle. And being Salzburg, obviously there's music playing in quite a few of the corners, so that's what I really like. Like, there's a lot of classical music playing, people playing violin. And here we are trying to go up the mountain. Like, we just pretty much got lost, but it leads us to this really beautiful view of the city. Sadly, it was raining, so there wasn't a lot of contrast between the sky and the houses, and obviously the roof wasn't really that interesting when it's cloudy and rainy like this. But I managed to get some good shots, and we met a really nice old guy near the location, who actually gave us a proper map of places to see, but by that time it was kind of too late. But nonetheless, he was really nice. He couldn't speak English, but I could speak German, so that was quite nice. It was hard to understand him at times if you're German, simply because the Austrians, they do have their own accent and dialect, where there are words that they would use and you wouldn't use, or words that you just never used before and they would use. So that was quite funny. So, but because it's still German, the language, so I understood pretty much most of what he was trying to say. Yeah, and yeah, that's it for that day. We didn't really look at much, but it was a lot enough. I hope that the pictures by the end of the video will pretty much explain a lot of things, like where we really went to. So yeah, after a really long day at the downpour weather in Salzburg for most of the time, my shoes got soaked and wet, so yeah. But the very next day we went to Hallstatt. That will be on a different episode, but the day after we got back, and here's just me writing down the day after, obviously, well, in the morning I wanted to edit some pictures and organize some pictures, delete some that I don't want to keep, and then just to get my friend, in her peace and quiet environment, because she was really tired and she was still sleeping, and that's me trying to find the light switch in the internet room in the hotel, so that I could start using my computer and edit stuff and get things done, so I wouldn't have a lot of work to do later on when I get back or when I travel to other places. Yeah, it was really hard finding that switch, but oh well.
So, I am on my last day in Salzburg, and my bus will leave at around what time? Around 4:45-ish, something like that. Traveling with a Flixbus again to Vienna, and right now I'm just editing all the pictures and looking through and deleting some of the pictures that doesn't really look good, or they're just repetitive ones. Yeah. So here are some of them. This is from Hallstatt. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later on the bus. So, over an hour, now almost 2 hours later, super hungry, but just finished editing my photos from Hallstatt, well, deleting and having to spend a lot of time to choose which image to really pick. But yeah, finished, and now it's exporting 99 images. Yeah, and I have to check on my friend whether if she's okay. So, see you later.
So after checking out from the hotel, we just went straight to the luggage storage in the main train station just to leave our baggages there, and then just pretty much explore more parts of the town and have a little bit of like a little shopping day, kind of. So yeah, that's just our plan for the last day being there. Nothing much.
late for the bus. Bus, it's 4:50, and this is now 4:25, 4:26, and we still need to pick up our luggage. But still.
Where is the
Hold. I need to get the ticket out of your. I found the ticket. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of the ticket. Oh, to the right.
So it actually turns out I misunderstood the actual ticket. So rather than having to take the bus, I just figured out that it's faster to go by train, and Flixbus deliberately put us for the train. So I thought when it says Bahn right next to the ticket, it meant like the actual Bahn, Hauptbahnhof. So no, it actually meant train. You really have to take the train.
Okay.
Simply because there's a more direct or better connection between Salzburg and Vienna by train. So we ended up waiting for the bus for like so long, not knowing that it was supposed to be the train. So at the end we missed it, and I just had to order another ticket on location. So at the end we had like another hour, a little bit over an hour to waste at the station. I think almost an hour and a half. Yeah. So we decided to spend our time there. My friend went to look for other shopping malls nearby. Maybe she can do a bit of shopping. But it turned out like right when she got into the shopping mall, the shop where she wanted to go in closed. So that was really funny. So we went back to the train station to get some food because we would be arriving in Vienna quite late, almost around 10, I guess. And obviously we would have to find the public transportation to go back to the hotel and things like that. So we wanted to actually buy something for dinner first and actually finish our dinner at the hotel. We got some salad. And that's it. So at the end, the trip went well. Salzburg was a really, really nice city. It is. I know I said that for quite a few cities, but it is actually a really, really, really nice city. The people there are really friendly, and I don't know, I just can't complain about Salzburg, apart from it being a little bit small, and obviously by the timing that we went to Salzburg, it was like downpouring most of the time, so that played a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, people of Salzburg are really friendly. They're quite open. It's a place where you can smile, pretty much. It doesn't have a lot to offer because it's a small place, but I think it's worth a visit. If some people would like to spend like one whole day without staying overnight, it's doable. It's definitely doable, but I would suggest maybe have like one night there so you're a bit relaxed rather than rushing everything through, because you will probably miss out quite a bit of the little details that the city has to offer. But yeah, that's just what I recommend. Otherwise, my pictures from the whole trip will be shown at the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a very nice journey, people. Bye!